Alright, so here we go. This is going to be a little video touring around the Retaliator bomber that we've got sitting here in the centre of my AeroView hangar. It's one of the recent ships that have become hangar ready, and I personally think it is absolutely gorgeous. Of the three ships I've got in the hangar, it's definitely my favourite looking of the three. So we've got the Super Hornet down there, we've got our Retaliator bomber in the middle, and the Mustang Delta over at the far end there. So yeah, these are the only three ships that I've got in the hangar at the moment. All the rest of the ships I have are sadly not quite ready to be looked at in the hangar yet. They're all in the concept phases. But either way, here we go. Let's go and have a little look around the Retaliator bomber here. What I'll do is I'll kind of start at the back, looking underneath, kind of walk around it, looking in a little bit of detail at the different bits and pieces it's got on it. Then we'll head inside and have a wee tour around inside there. So here we go. This is the back. You can see the nice wings here, and these, as you might be able to kind of see, they've got some little pistons and support pylons there that allow the wings to swing forward and back. So you can see that the wing there, instead of being kind of swept back as it is just now when it's perhaps in planetary, in atmospheric flight, those wings will swing forward and help generate some lift. You can see the control surfaces there, which will be used for control. Again, we've got lovely looking kind of tail section here with the engine, I guess, exhausts. I don't even know if that's the correct, quite the correct term for them, but that's the term I'll use for now. So the engine exhaust, and again, definitely very, very pretty in there. There we are. So lovely looking at the back there. And then if we kind of gradually bring ourselves forward on the other side of the ship here, you can see there's the other, the other wing for the other side. Because it would be a bit strange to have a ship with a swept back wing on one side and not on the other. So yeah, this is pretty much, both sides of the ship are exactly the same. If I walk just underneath the ship at the moment, you can see here is here is the rear-facing manned turret that we've got in there. So this turret is looking back, and again, I'm just if we can imagine me being, let's say, about a metre above the ground here, looking around underneath the ship and looking down and about, I'd be trying to shoot any little fighters that try and come in behind to try, with the intention of damaging or destroying the ship with my two little weapons there, two little guns. Although, well, I say little, but they're probably about the length of a person. Okay. Then we've got some rather nice and complicated looking landing gears with some interesting internals here. So you can see all the hydraulic cables and it's interesting bits. It's like you can get a little component that's got serial numbers on it. The amount of detail again, amazing. Okay, so here we go. We've got some little engines here. Now, I would have usually been expecting those engines to have been currently facing, vertically. They're supposed to be the engines we use for landing and takeoff and vertical flight. So generally speaking, if you're using them to land on a planet, I would be expecting them to be facing up and down to give vertical thrust. But I guess perhaps they've just been facing this way because they're on, in the hangar and they're not needing to be looking like that. Okay, so here we go. Yeah, we're back under the ship again. Here is, some of the, I guess, some sort of air intake or similar. In the middle, just between those, engines and the landing gears there, we've got the rear bomb bay, or your torpedo bay, which again would drop down and allow us to fire some of the massive torpedoes off at, you know, the capital ships that could potentially be wanting to be our targets. Get a nice little bit here coming towards a docking collar. Again, it's a little docking collar up in the middle there with a little ladder, which could be used for if you're docking up with a ship underneath. You would open dock up, lower the ladder, and that would allow you to climb into the ship from below. But we'll come back to that in a wee minute. Okay, so again, continue to move forward. We've got the forward torpedo bay just in here. Oh, hello. Right, we can just little possible graphical glitch there that the torpedo bay is not exactly airtight. I can see just inside. Either way, let's continue looking forward. So here we've got some more of the landing gears. Little winglets there. Again, they're currently swept forward. I guess they would sweep back when they're not needed for as control surfaces. And again, here's some more of those engines that will be used for the vertical takeoff and landing. Another turret at the front for facing forward. Again, imagine me being about a meter higher and looking around trying to shoot away at all the bad guys. Okay, and then yeah, there's the intakes for those front engines. Let's see if we can have a little run forward, and we'll have a look back and see what it looks like from in front. So looking at the front there, you can see in the middle, right underneath, we've got the lower forward-facing turret. You've got the cockpit roughly in the middle, and then on the left and right sides, we've got some I guess air intakes, and up above there's another forward-facing turret. What we'll do next is we'll have a little look at the inside of the ship. Okay, so due to some unfortunate issues with my microphone at the last time I was recording a video, apparently I muted myself as I was showing the inside of the Retaliator. So let's give it another bash just now. So here we go, I'm underneath the Retaliator at the underside airlock, and yeah, I guess this will be in use for when you're actually trying to dock with ships in space, but when you're landed on the planet side, you'll be able to come to these little kind of grey rectangles. If we use them, you'll see that lowers down the lift. The wee gate opens up. If I run into it, there we go, and it brings me up inside. So there we go, we've got the dock A on the underside of the ship. That's the inside of there, and we've also got an upper docking collar as well. And sorry, my dog's just barking in the background. So what we'll do is we'll kind of run around from the middle. So from here, the centre of the ship, we'll head to the back, and then round to the front. So here we go. So this is the sort of one of the little side corridors, and here we can see the rear bomb bay, and it's currently empty at the moment. There's no torpedoes or bombs or missiles in there, and unfortunately we can't quite get in. There's a little kind of crawl space hatch down there that apparently you can use to get in, but it's not been implemented yet from what I can see here. Never mind. So I think as well in the introductory videos this little kind of desk here kind of opens up and has some sort of control panels and stuff in it, which will be quite interesting to see in action. Okay, so let's come round here again. I'll shut the door behind me. Here we've got a sort of observation window into the bomb bay so that you can see what's going on in there. And I like, if you look to the left hand side of the window there, you can see all the sort of scratches and marks and stuff that are on it, just kind of showing that it's had some wear and tear. Okay, and there's lots of lovely little hatches and panels and things here. I can just imagine myself running around as an engineer on a ship like this, just trying to rip them all open and rewire things and make the ship not explode. Okay, so here is the entry sort of loading mechanism for the one of the rear turrets. So you can kind of see up a little bit. You can see the handles of where that'll be. At the moment, I think that they've probably not implemented the chair that you're going to use to ride to get up into it. But yeah, that'll be looking quite nice when it's ready. Okay, so that's that. Again, I'll just continue around. Here we've got the entryway to the sort of rear facing lower turret in the back here. And again, there's you can see like the layer lock there, but there's no kind of seat or anything like that implemented as yet. Unless I'm being completely daft and this arrangement all folds together to become a seat, I don't know. But there we go. So that's the rear bit there. Again, this is just this kind of mirror image of the other side. So we've got one of the turret entrance bays for the upper turret in there. And there we go. I'll bring myself back. Again, the viewport for into the torpedo bay. You can see the mechanisms for lowering the torpedoes out of the hatches as they're opened up just in front of me there. So I guess the sort of arms will kind of straighten out instead of being bent like that, and that'll lower the torpedo out through the underside of the ship. Yes, and I love all the sort of little kind of warning labels that are all over the place as well. That you can see that they're saying, was it keep clear when operational? And yeah, so we'll continue running round. So this is back in the sort of central area, so we've had a wee look around the rear half of the ship. We'll do the main bomb bay in a minute. What we've got here is the kind of mechanism that we'll be using, I'm guessing, to load the torpedoes and finance. We'll open up. So you can see here that this little round thing kind of matches up with the sort of arm that's going to rotate round, lowering the torpedoes out through this bomb bay when it opens up. And these things are looking absolutely massive. So yeah, I mean, you can tell this is really going to be a capital ship burster, because I think these things they feel almost as long as some of the smaller ships. There we go. So yeah, and I'm guessing these kind of mechanisms here will be what we use to arm them, or kind of load them into the firing positions. Yeah, so there's one on each side, and if we come through here, we've got the sort of lockers for the crew, a wonderful looking toilet, a sink with an all-important first aid kit, and the important notes there point out that it's not drinking water. You can see there's a little thing there saying toilet supplies, and little drawers here saying shower supplies. And then what we have here at the back is the nice shower, the lovely hot and cold taps, and is there even a little serial number up there? So yeah, I guess this will be kind of useful for potentially being in the vessel for lengthy periods of time. If we come back through here, shut that door behind me again. Again, yeah, here's the bomb bay again. Just quickly run through it again. So yeah, you can see little kind of trailing wires and stuff kind of coming out there. I guess showing that it's not all neat and tidy and everything behind shiny panels like you would expect in a normal civilian ship, because this will be, as I say, one of the naval anti-capital bombers. Anyway, there we go. What we can do now is I can bring us round to the front. Here's the observation window for the forward bay, and again, there wasn't one on the other side, of course, because that was the toilet, and yeah, I don't think you really want people looking in on you whilst you're at the toilet launching torpedoes. No. Okay, the door doesn't want to be closed. So here's the front of that mechanism that will be spinning round and loading the torpedoes ready to be fired. I steer up to the upper deck, which we'll look at later. Here's a nice little corridor, and this is one of the things I think are quite a nice little touch about the ship here, is that we've got what I think is a little kind of captain's cabin. He's got a nice little bed all to himself. The captain will have a sort of status screen, little cupboards, and kind of cubby holes that we'll be able to stash stuff away in. Anyway, so let's bring ourselves forward. And I'll have a look up the top now. So you can see up here we've got the entryway into the upper forward-facing turret at the front. A kind of tiny little observation window that lets you kind of see out the front a little bit whilst you're flying about as well. And then if we continue through, we've got some rather nice little weapons holsters. So again, that will be able to hold combat gear for if you've maybe got a couple of Marines on board, or you've got your own personal firearms for whatever reason. And then in the back we've got the escape pods or sleeping chambers for the rest of the crew. So you can see there's six of these pods, 3 on each side. And whilst they definitely don't look as comfortable as the captain's quarters down the stairs, I guess these things will at least keep you alive if your ship gets destroyed whilst you're having a wee snooze. Here we go, we're at the back. We can look out a sort of little upper window there and maybe admire the view, admire the stars as you're waking up and getting out of bed in the mornings. And then there you go, there's a little status screen that could be used for controlling different things. And we'll head back down the ladders again. And there we go, let's go and check. Oh, there we go, here's some more little lockers for people. There we go, so I'm just going to run over the top of the entrance hatch for the lower forward facing gun, and we can jump into the pilot's seat. There you can see that little animation. We've got things moving about and rotating. The chair comes back, lets you get into it, lifts up and slides forward, and yeah, loads of buttons and shiny status displays and things to be playing with, and actually quite a nice, quite a good, amount of visibility all around you. Maybe not much going on down beneath, but I suppose you could be relying on your lower gunner for that. But yes, definitely a nice ship. And yeah, now, unfortunately you can't really do much with it because it's not even remotely close to being flight ready yet. But yes, it will hopefully be one of the early ones when the multi-crew ships become available for use in the Arena Commander. I think the developers have said that they're going to be using this ship as a kind of test bed for all of the multi-crew systems. So as they start experimenting with the different technologies and different in-game mechanics for multi-crew ship, like controlling who can go where and basically the different control panels, this will be the ship that it's getting experimented on first. And I think it truly is a lovely ship. My only kind of comment I'd make about it, or maybe even concern or thought, is that we've kind of had a run round there. We've got an absolutely gorgeous, well, relatively nice toilet and shower for a military spaceship, but there doesn't appear to be anywhere that you can sit down with the rest of the crew and actually eat something. So yeah, I'm not quite sure what's happening there with that, whether the crews would be expected to sit up in the upper deck or something like that, but I guess there's always a possibility that things will change and maybe some little fold out bench or desk arrangement will come out on this wall here. So to have a little place for you to sit and eat maybe not necessarily, you wouldn't necessarily need a kitchen area. I mean, as you can see, it looks as though there's a few lockers back here could be used for storing food supplies and the likes. And so I'm just looking at the grate there and seeing all the little fans. But yeah, so as I say, in those lockers there you could have like military ration packs or whatever. Then you'd bring them out to the little galley area here and sit and have a munch. But I say, who knows? That may or may not happen. So what we'll do is we'll ride the lift back down again. And I'll try and send the lift back up. Because I think what I'm doing, I'm trying to get behind the screen in order to activate it. And there we go, up it goes. And that's it. All nicely sealed up and squared away. So definitely a very, very nice ship there. You know, I think it's definitely my favourite of the three. Excuse me, definitely my favourite three I've got in the hangar at the moment. Yeah, and it's absolutely bristling with guns there. You can see we've got, what's that, 2 manned turrets on the bottom, each with 2 size 1 guns. Then another 3 manned turrets up the top, again with each with their set of 2 size 1 guns. 4 massive torpedoes in the forward torpedo bay, and I'd guess maybe 2 large torpedoes or a number of smaller missiles able to be launched from the rear. Definitely a gorgeous ship, and not one that you want to be seen coming up against you when you're perhaps in like a Bengal carrier or one of the Javelins or Idrises, because this thing will definitely be well kitted up for punching holes in the hulls of those ships. Anyway, that will do is a little tour of the Retaliator bomber there. I hope you've found it at least vaguely interesting. And then, yeah, what I'll be aiming to do in the next couple of days, maybe over the weekend, is getting a video of the Southland hangar and doing a little tour of that, since I've done a tour of the other hangars. And if people are interested, I might even try and redo my tour of the VFG or the asteroid hangar, because after I had a few people commenting that the sound levels were particularly terrible and atrocious in it, so we'll maybe have a look at redoing that at some point as well. But as I say, for now, thanks for watching the little tour of the Retaliator, and I'll be adding more Star Citizen related videos as I think of interesting things to do and say in them.